you know, say, yo, this be the fun. You see me? Alright, you go say, yo, you know, say, yo, I want to do this for my own. Not self-will. It's all about, if nothing wrong with being a cashier, if you're going to take the job of a bishop, it's a good thing you take on. Right? But you have some responsibility to come with that, yo. Right? And even when you're in camp, if you come out, if you're in it's the order important. When you come out of the camp, right, there's an order set where you even have to follow. Because if you even forgot that and say you're going to preach the word and you have a shine or shine, you're going to have man that come up underneath you and you need to set in the order too. And if you never want to follow order, or you expect them to follow your order, so I say, you have to understand that is an order coming right down you.
Not soon angry, not giving to wine.
Right, that's emotional. See that? Not soon angry, it's just say, what? Anger is in the bosom of fools. Right? You can't be easily angry. You can't be easily shaken emotionally, yo. Things are happening when you're supposed to really throw you off your spirit, or throw you out of the spirit, or out of the right mindset you're supposed to inner. Right? That's the kind of thing, the thin skin. Right? You have to know how to put emotions. That's why Paul says, yo, you keep on that body, you put him body under subjection, yo.
So if Paul says, he make them a letter of grieve them, but he grieve them unto repentance.
Right.
I really and truly when I write to them, it hurt them feelings, but nonetheless, support them currently if you get vexed and say, yo, right now, I'm going to call Paul up on it right now. And that's how you go, yo.
Right. Hey, so the thing worked, how weird it? Go ahead.
Alright, so the 12 tribes of Israel, is this a Rastafarian thing, or is this a Christian thing, or what exactly is this?
Alright, give me the current thing I say, are they easy, whatever. Basically, there's nothing to do with Rasta in the Bible, right?
Right.
And Christianity is not also a part of the Bible neither. Right? It's the Bible that deals with a nation of people. Tribe is also a nation, they're part of a nation.
Nation of people, right. Each tribe is its own nation.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Native Americans all have their own tribe.
Yeah, but they're part of the tribe of Israel.
Yeah.
Right? They get called Native American because they're basically the first owner of America. Right? And then the so-called white man came and took them land.
Alright, so basically the 12 tribes of Israel are all African descendants.
No, they're the African descendants.
Right.
We refer to as the Africans.
But look at it, you got all the Caribbean islands here,
but not only the Caribbean islands alone. All over the world, the people that are descend from, listen, all over the world, the people that descend from these people are the Israelites. We just put it down. Them place up because this is how them came in captivity.
So what is your spiritual guide? Who is
the Bible.
The Christian Bible.
No, the Christian Bible. The Christians don't own a Bible. The Hebrew scriptures.
So so the Old Testament. And the New Testament. Now, you got to understand, the Old Testament is the book of the Jews. It's a Torah. So the Old Testament is the whole history of Judaism. That's called the Torah, which the Christians call the Old Testament. Jesus was a Jew. Then Jesus came and brought his message that was called the New Testament. So you got the Old Testament and the New Testament. And the Old Testament is basically the book of the Jews, which is also known as the Torah.
So what is the New Testament about?
The New Testament is strictly the teachings of Jesus from the time of his birth until the time of his death. The message from Jesus?
Yeah.
See, that's where it was a problem with the Torah. Because the Torah said an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, right? The Old Testament said an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. But Jesus comes along and he goes, no, it's turn the other cheek. If they lick you this way, turn the other cheek and let them lick you this way and walk away. So that's what Jesus said. So now, what do? Do you follow the Old Testament, which says an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth? Or do you follow the teachings of Jesus, who says that turn the other cheek?
Alright, that's that question. It's the Jews, right? So the Old Testament was about the Jew according to you.
Yeah.
Right? Who are the Jews?
Well, from what we understand, the Jews start with the book of Genesis. The Jews start with the book of Genesis, which is the first book of the Old Testament, which is the first book of the Torah. That's Adam and Eve and stuff. That's all Adam and Eve.
Let's still answer what the Jews them.
Well, that's who the Jews are. They came out of there. They came from Adam and Eve, and they came all out of there. Now,
hold on. Can I say something? I say things that you don't understand what I say. Can you still tell me which people today or which people back then or whatever are the Jews or who the Jews refer to? Right? Hold on. The Jew, when I say the word Jew, listen, right? It's just a shortening for the tribe Judah.
Judah.
Right. So, the kingdom of the Jews were basically Judah, Benjamin, and Levi.
Yeah.
Right. Hold on.
Those are all Jew names. Those are all from the Old Testament.
So we're going to share Jews from the New Testament also.
Well, yeah, because they carried over. Jesus.
Okay, give me Romans 11.
They carried over.
Well, Anna. Romans 11.
So, but see, when...
Hold on. The scripture can bring out.
Romans 11 verse 1. I said then, God cast away his people.
Right, so the Jews, according to you, but let's put it in your term, right? What?
Yeah.
God forbid.
Right.
For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham.
Alright, so go on, continue.
The tribe of Benjamin.
So Paul is also a Jew according to, right, man? So hold on. So you just said that the Old Testament was the book of the Jews.
It is.
And the New Testament is the book of what?
It's the book of Jesus.
So the Old Testament did not refer to Jesus, to the man called Jesus.
Here's the problem.
No, hold on, answer the question first.
Let me answer your question. You asked me a question. Let me answer it. When Jesus was born, he was born a Jew. He was born a Jew, and the only book from God at the time was the Torah, which is what's called the Old Testament. And that was the only book then. So Jesus is born. But now Jesus realizes he's the Son of God, and he gets all this information. Wait. He gets all this information, and he becomes the Messiah. So he spreads his word. And after he gets crucified and dies, all his apostles, the 12 apostles, Peter, Paul, and all of them, they write all the things that Jesus said.
All right.
And then wait. No, you're going to interrupt me. It's not right. It's not fair. Disrespectful. Let me finish. So Jesus gave his message. These people all wrote the message. They wrote the message down. And they put that book together 600 years after his death. 600 years after his death, they put a book together and they called it the New Testament.
That's the one question now.
Yeah.
Okay. Did the Old Testament prophesy of the man you call Jesus Christ?
Well, the Old Testament prophesied of a Messiah. Now,
so who was the Messiah?
We don't know. Was Jesus the Messiah? The greatest question. The greatest question to the Jews. Wait. The greatest question to the Jews is Jesus the Messiah? Well, the Jews say no, he wasn't.
Do you believe in the Bible?
I'm a spiritual person.
You don't believe in the Bible?
Let me tell you who I am. I'm a very spiritual person. I'm a very spiritual person, but I belong to no religion.
Okay, so
do you
believe in the Bible?
Do I believe that Jesus was on planet Earth?
Do you believe the Bible? Do you believe the writings and teachings of the Bible?
No, because it was written by man. It was written by man.
So what do you believe when it was written by man?
I believe in the experiences I've had.
Alright, let me tell you why you don't believe in the Bible.
No,
listen.
I believe many things that Jesus spoke about.
You don't believe in the Bible, right? You can't believe peace.
Oh, you can't pick and choose, you're telling me. I can't pick it. Guess what? I can pick and choose because I have free will. We all have free will.
You know why?
Every one of us has free will. And every one of us can pick and choose what we want to believe.
You know,
and as long as our heart is pure, as long as it's about love,
that's how I tell you, the so-called white man is Edomite, right? They don't believe in the Bible.
Earth needs a new religion. Earth needs a new religion. Rastafarianism, Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, they've all failed us. It's 2,000 years later. We need a new religion.
Cool.
We need a new religion. The people are lost. I don't know who's going to bring it, but someone
bring it.
I don't know who's bringing it.
Cool.
But someone needs to bring a new religion because the old ancient ones have failed us.
All right, cool. Thank you.
We kill each other over these little strips of paper with numbers and pictures on them. Little little strips of paper with pictures and numbers on it.
Your people
And we
will.
kill each other over. All right, take care, you guys.
Thanks, Isa. Go on, be in peace, in peace about. Now, you see that the so-called white man, you see me? Don't believe in the Bible. Because easily in the argument from income or whatever, matter of fact, you may buy drink. Right, but you don't know. The devil will be the devil.
Yo, you know, so like Ross Wiley.
yeah. That's I can't choose. Right? Because you must say, yo, the Old Testament was they were there with the man they called Jesus Christ. But the prophecies them, you know, the Old Testament, all of the prophets them basically look to a Messiah to come and redeem Israel. Because from them go off in a captivity, them, well, before even that, before from that time, give me Luke 1:68. Right? Even from in the garden, you have the prophets them basically they look out for a redeemer basically to bring back that chosen seed to where them belong, yo. Right? So it been prophesying through the whole scriptures that yo, there was going to be a Messiah who going to come and redeem Israel. And when Yahushua come, which one they call Jesus Christ, that's exactly what he did. He come fulfill. That's why the things that were basically in the New Testament was about him lifestyle, because he basically come live what they get said about him in the Old Testament. Right? That's why certain time period them say, yo, as it was written or whatever, or say this day is this fulfilled, because in that fulfillment of what gets said. One, from him birth coming right up to him death was all prophecy. Right? And that prophecy, basically when they go play that role, was to redeem back Israel to the Commonwealth, yo. To basically remove the punishment of the law and basically bring them back to Yahweh, basically in a merciful way.
From under the curses.
Right. If you can give it anyone in there.
So Luke 1:68 it says, for blessed be the Lord God of Israel, blessed be Yahweh God of Israel, for it has visited and redeemed his people,
right,
and has raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant
right.
David.
So basically the prophet basically say, yo, that what they might look for, that Messiah they might look for is now here. Him finally Yahweh finally visit by sending Yahushua to come deliver Israel.
That's why they call him, say, they call him Emmanuel.
Right, go on.
For God is with us.
Right.
It says, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets.
As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, one.
Which have been since the world began.
From the world began, the prophets been speaking about the coming of a Messiah. That's why even a certain religion today, them take that said story and run with it, because them know say a certain Messiah was supposed to come and basically bring back the world, or bring back the right order to life, which is Israel being on top. Let me set it back. Hey, because even though we are going to power and we're going to put the Indians them in a punishment for 1,000 years, after a while, after 1,000 years up, guess what going to them? They might get by them land and they might go know for live. They might go learn the laws them, yo. They might go learn the laws them or practice the laws them. Except Esau, because Esau going to get exterminated, which is that a cracker a couple of while ago. Him not go stay past 1,000 years, yo. If him, well, he might born back in like, when them dead this side, he might born in the kingdom basically and the slavery. Hardcore slavery too. Right? Go on.
As in, that we should be saved from our enemies.
That we should be saved from our enemies. Who are our enemies? The so-called white man.
The man who I tell you, right, we need to find a new religion. Yo.
Right.
That's the edge. It's that fucking serpent.
He might believe in a religion, but we need to find a new religion.
Hey, my serpent.
Two-tongue.
If I say, oh, yeah, free will. All of the shit when try to feeling evil in the garden, I see him thinking in try to come spin right here, yo. Right. And from the hand of all that hate us.
From the hand of all that hate us. We could simply go back in all of the atrocities basically from back then coming up to now, what the so-called white man been doing to our people, yo. So Yahushua gonna return the second time, basically we come take you out of that out of them man hands. The cracker, the Moabites, which is the Chinese, the Japanese, Ammonites, so-called Africans, them which are the Hamites, all those people, those nations, basically gonna put in them neck. Because our king Yahushua, the man they call Jesus Christ, said to basically redeem we and give we that power. Go on.
Perform the mercy promised to our fathers, and to remember his holy covenant, what which he swore to our father Abraham, that he would grant unto us that we, being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear.
Right. Hey, give me Ephesians.
In holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our life.
Right, go on. Give me Ephesians. And give me Acts 17:27. You say you're not new picture with the where the Acts 26. That is the effective. Yeah, fine.
So Ephesians 2 verse 12, it says that at the time at that time you were without Yahushua, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without God in the world.
Right, so what Israel basically they believe in the Most High through the commandments, or if you want to put it away, well, them basically they think them can attain to them without. No, it at all. Right, when I believe from basically the laws was the way to salvation for Israel back then. That's how them see, right? Them the blind by what was really in front of them. So them get blind by the law was a stumbling block onto them. Right? So them go off, because them couldn't keep the law, them sin. You see me? And them just like the prodigal son, you see me, them basically get cast off. So now them basically they need mercy. Because it's sin. See me I say? So Yahushua came and basically bring you from the punishment of the law and bring you back to Yahweh. That's it.